the Movie Tree.
Howdy, branches, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Tree podcast, number 110. I love the way we finish each other's sentences like that. It's something you only get from doing 110 episodes of a movie podcast.
Exactly right.
Today we go back into horror royalty.
A little bit spooky.
So what are we? I reckon this is probably our third horror royalty film. And we're 1 and 1. I think we've had The Thing.
Well,
and we've had Nightmare.
Yeah, Jeepers. Was that modern royalty?
You reckon that's royalty?
Modern, maybe. Cult royalty.
I would say it's cult, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a third generation royal.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the level of
it's like
the other ones.
Fifth cousin of royalty.
Yeah, it probably needed better sequels.
Oh, yeah. Probably a less controversial.
But we take a stab at Halloween 1978 today. Did you like that?
I did like that. That's good.
Yeah, I'm Podcho. That's GPG.
Got here by climbing the John Carpenter branch. He directed The Thing, and of course he directed Halloween.
Certainly did.
Storyline. So 15 years after murdering his sister on Halloween night 1963, Michael Myers escapes from a mental hospital and returns to the small town of Haddonfield, Illinois, to kill again.
That son of a bitch.
God damn it.
God damn it, Michael, not again.
Not again, 15 years later.
Been biding your time, eh, asshole?
It's all got plenty to say about that. When did you first watch this?
I reckon I hired this. I reckon this was a blockbuster viewing for the first time. Yeah, can't remember it exactly, but I've watched it a few times since, that's for sure.
Oh, yes. Much like Platoon and The Thing, this was a rental watch in my late teens due to its iconic name in horror, and I've been hooked on it ever since.
Yep.
IMDb has this at a 7.7. Rotten Tomatoes. Critics, 96%.
They love it.
Audience, 89%.
Damn, they love it too.
How about this? On a budget of $325,000.
Well done.
It made 70 mil.
Wow.
Seventh at the box office, beaten only by Grease, Superman, Jaws 2, National Lampoon's Animal House, Every Which Way But Loose, and Heaven Can Wait. Released on the 25th of October 1978, just in time for Halloween.
Yep.
Runtime of an hour and 31 minutes, which is perfect for a horror. Produced by Compass International Pictures, who I've never heard of before and never heard of since. It won a bunch of minor awards, nothing worth mentioning. Directed, as I said, by John Carpenter. Also done The Dark Star, Assault on Precinct 13, The Thing, The Fog, Escape from New York, Christine, Starman, Big Trouble in Little China, They Live, Village of the Damned, Escape from LA, and Ghosts of Mars.
Good golly.
Yes. The cast of Nobodies. Donald Pleasance, 59. Jamie Lee Curtis, 20. Nancy Kyes, 29. Kyle Richards, 10. And Nancy Stevens, 30. John Carpenter showed Halloween to an executive before it was finished without the music.
Yeah.
The executive didn't find it to be scary at all. However, after the film was released, she watched it again and changed her mind, an indication of how much Carpenter's score adds to the film's atmosphere. Producer Erwin Yablans confirmed this, stating that while watching the movie in theatre, audience members would regularly block their ears with their hands because the sound and music was so scary.
Hey, that piano.
Oh, yes. It's iconic.
It really is.
Skinning the Smoke Wagon, mate. Last week you said, we hedged our bets a bit with this, and you said 2.5. I said a 3.
Oh.
The back of that, can I have your thoughts and score at a 5, please?
Yeah, you can. This is another one that nostalgia just isn't strong enough to get me over the line with a really good score, critically. The acting is very poor. The deaths are basically non-events. The dubbing on the screams and moans are enough to make you put on a Bill Shatner mask and start stabbing people. I hate it. I still love the storyline and the setup, though. Michael is very visually disturbing still. When I look at him, it's like, God, that's creepy. The shots are fantastic. And like I said to you the other day, it's just what's in the shots that lets it down.
Yep.
Basically on the same level as Nightmare on Elm Street, though. But I enjoy the final confrontation in this so much more. And so I give it a score of 2.1.
2.1?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got, mate?
I've got a fair bit to say about this.
Buckle up, huh?
You know how they say never meet your heroes?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should never review our old favourites. Let me preface this with the following note. I love this movie. I love the franchise it kicked off. It's my favourite horror franchise, as I said many times. Given the budget was legit $325K, of which $150,000 was just for the cameras and $25,000 was for Pleasance's salary. This movie gets a pass for ingenuity in making something out of literally nothing. This rightfully takes its place in the Horror Hall of Fame alongside Friday the 13th, Nightmare, and the Chainsaw series. However, I need to look at this differently this time around. I understand that the cast were all literally newbies for the most part, and that Carpenter was making this on a shoestring. We've got no issue with the way this movie is shot and scored. The acting is not great, but that's also not the major issue here. The Foley effects and dubbing are horrible, but again, it's not the major issue here. It's Michael himself. His actions throughout the movie literally make zero sense. His motivations...
The way he's written?
Yeah, the kills are no good. Not one kill is any good. The tension is not built well enough throughout the movie to sustain it. And you've got a known Hollywood star in Donald Pleasance. But all you can get him to do for the majority of this movie is hang out in the bushes and wait for something to happen.
Yeah, it's true.
Like I said, it gets a pass from me. It's a 2.7.
Oh, my Lord. That's very high.
Yeah.
For what you just said,
nostalgia.
You basically tore the whole thing apart.
Nostalgia pulled that in for me.
Wow.
So that gives it a 2.4.
Yep.
That puts it just above Transformers, just below Willow.
Oh, I'd probably watch this over Willow.
You watch this over Willow, yeah. Same.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Dare I ask, have you got a best on ground?
Oh, it's hard. I actually went Tony Moran, Michael Myers, because he had no words. The less spoken in this film, the better.
Did a lot of heavy breathing.
A lot of heavy breathing, but he basically created the famous Michael Myers, like just strut, like walk.
Walk, yeah.
I think he's probably before any of the other ones who just like that motorized, no screaming, like what Jason Voorhees does it
Emotionless
as well.
killer, yeah.
Yeah, but this was before Friday the 13th, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Just, so I'll give it to him.
Fuck me, this was tough. I was tempted to say no one was best on ground because literally everyone annoyed me at some point.
Yep.
So instead, I'm going to cheat and give it to Carpenter's score because I love the Halloween score. I used to have it. Remember when you used to be able to program your Nokia?
Yeah.
To play like a ringtone.
It even sound better on mono.
Yeah, exactly right. I used to have it as my ringtone on my Nokia 33 whatever.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Worst on ground.
I had to give it to Donald Pleasance, to be honest, as Mr. Dr. Loomis. My God, does he overact? He earned every penny of that $25,000 he was paid.
He's only there for 5 days too.
It seemed like it. Stand by the bush.
Yep.
Now stand next to the car, which is near the bush.
Scare the kids from the bush.
It's horrible. I could have picked a lot of them, but at least they're all new actors.
Yep.
But yeah, Donald was Terry. What about you?
I gave it to the whole cast.
You can't do that, can you?
Oh, I'll agree with you then, but everyone was terrible.
Yeah, they were all terrible.
But the funny thing was, before I started, I'm like, Pleasance is a lock for best.
Yeah.
Because he's the storied Hollywood actor. Regardless of the material, he'll rise above and at least give it a bit of a quality to it. But
he acted like he was on Broadway.
Yeah, a little bit.
The way he looks up to the thing, he goes, "No, the boogeyman is real." And you're like, "Oh,
I've looked into his eyes for 15 years."
He really tried. He over-tried.
Too hard. Play of the day.
I had to give it to Michael chasing Laurie from Lindsay's house to Tommy's.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that is so dark. It even has like a little crackling across the screen in the dark. And I'm like, that is disturbing. Imagine that coming at you. He's not screaming. He's not angry at you. He's just, he's coming to kill you. Yeah. Yeah, so that was my play there. It was hard, though.
It was hard.
I thought, am I going to get one? And then I'm like, actually, I like that shot.
I picked one. I picked a very small one out. So the time later on in the movie, the bullies are daring each other to go into the Myers house.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And Loomis scares the shit out of him by making some noises from the bushes. And it's he gets this faint little smile on his face.
Yeah.
When he knows,
got him.
Got you, suckers.
Kids. Innocent. Innocent.
That was it for me.
Yeah, that's so I'm glad we all got something there.
Yes.
Because for a moment there, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to go like a worst play of the day or something like that. And it's everyone's death.
Oh.
How bad are the faces?
Oh, look, I know.
Annie's face in the car. Like that's almost a spoof. Her when he gets her in the car and she like leans against the thing.
But I don't. Would you watch it again?
You know what? After what we've I think this would be a great movie night to watch the 4 originals. To watch the shit one. Not the shit, I don't want to say the shit ones, but the original 4. You could watch Nightmare on Elm. Halloween,
okay, yeah. Chainsaw. Yeah, absolutely.
I reckon it would be a good night. So I will say I will watch it again, but only I'm not going to sit down and go, you know what? I want to watch Halloween 1.
I will always watch this movie. This is, like I said, my favourite horror franchise. So, yes, I will religiously watch this. Should the listeners watch it? It is a classic.
Oh, you have to.
You have to.
If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Where did you watch?
Stan.
I watched it on Netflix. You can also rent it on Amazon and Apple TV or watch it on Stan. There needs to be a total Blu-ray box set for this franchise, which I would buy, which they don't have.
Yeah.
You actually can't get the DVD for this at the moment.
Can you get the movies, the new ones?
Yes.
You can?
Yep.
Because I know Netflix don't do that.
You can get Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends on Blu-ray.
Cool.
Not that I would suggest you get any of those.
No. I'm pretty sure if you go onto like Apple, they probably got the whole thing, yeah?
Oh, yeah, guarantee they would. Yeah, probably. But I don't know. They don't have a box set type scenario.
What would it be, like 12 films? Or with the new ones? Like
no,
13?
you've got 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 13, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the sequels a lot of them are laughable. Haha, this is dumb. A lot of the kills are fucking great though.
Well, that's where it went, isn't it? It went to cool kills, whereas this isn't about kills at all.
No, this is it actually literally turned to kills and stuff like that. It was really fucking good. Do you want some trivia?
I do.
Let's do some movie trivia.
Body count.
Do you want to have a guess? It's in the single digits.
Well, we'll go the first bird, not Laurie, Linda, Annie, Bob, 5.
Plus animals.
Are we counting pets there?
They do, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
7. You're not happy. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, for its first airing on TV, extra scenes had to be added to make it fit the desired time slot. So Carpenter filmed additional scenes at the Mental Institute inside Michael's cell during the production of Halloween 2, which provided retrospective hints as to why Michael is targeting Laurie against his better judgment. So Carpenter didn't really want to do it. This version was only available on DVD very briefly, and most home media versions since then have the theatrical version, which is what we watched.
Ah, there you go.
Yep. Because of the film's tight budget, production designer Tommy Lee Wallace had to use whatever he had at his disposal or had to buy materials cheaply. When he created the Michael Myers mask, he made 2 versions. The first was a Don Post Emmett Kelly smiling clown mask that they put frizzy red hair on. They tested it out and appeared very demented and creepy. The other mask was the 1975 Captain James T. Kirk mask that was purchased in a costume shop on Hollywood Boulevard for $1.98.
Hey.
It had the eyebrows and sideburns ripped off, the face was painted bluish white, the hair was spray painted brown, and the eyes were opened up more. After testing out the mask, the crew decided that it was much more creepy because it was emotionless.
I wonder if Carpenter has that mask still.
I think the mask went walkabout because they've had to use different ones from every other film afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
Some casting. And this is interesting. Although John Carpenter had originally hoped to get either Peter Cushing or Sir Christopher Lee to play Dr. Sam Loomis, he was thrilled when Donald Pleasance accepted, of whom he was a huge fan. Apparently, Sir Christopher Lee hates the fact that he turned this down. He regrets it. He should have done it.
He would have been good.
Could you imagine Sir Christopher Lee doing this?
His voice.
Oh, my God.
Dead. The devil.
The devil's coming to your town,
The sheriff. They probably couldn't have put him in there because the sheriff would be like, holy fuck, he's actually here.
Cushing and Lee said no because of the money.
Yeah, $25K.
Do you have some branching for me?
I do, and it's not lots.
Slim pickings?
Yep.
And now it's time for us to branch out and decide what we'll watch next week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 films. Jamie Lee Curtis, Trading Places, Knives Out, True Lies, My Girl, Freaky Friday.
That's 5.
Donald Pleasance,
Yep.
The Great Escape.
Oh, you're doing it, you bastard.
And Nancy Stevens, Escape from New York.
All right. Now,
I highly suggest we don't do The Great Escape.
you said last week you'd want to watch it with me. Just watch it without.
Yeah.
So you can cancel that out.
Good.
Cancel out Nancy Stevens.
Escape from New York. You don't want to go Carpenter again?
No, done with Carpenter for now. We've got the Jamie Lee Curtis 5. Roll them off again. I reckon I can click through this easily.
Trading Places.
No.
Knives Out.
Keep.
True Lies.
Keep.
My Girl.
No.
Freaky Friday.
No. Knives Out or True Lies.
Yeah.
Oh, Knives Out's very fucking tempting. But I watched it not that long ago.
So did I.
Can't go past a bit of Arnie, can we?
Can't.
Can't.
I'd go it, mate. That's the one I'd pick.
Let's go True Lies.
Yeah, True Lies. Very good.
All right, let's get through this then, eh?
Go ahead, skin it. Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
I have always loved this movie.
Hey, me too. It's rewatchable.
I feel like it might not. Like, my first thought was like 4. But I don't know if it'll hold up, get up that high.
I suppose it's just the comedy, isn't it, that made this. So we're not going to go into it expecting the action scenes to have carried over to the point where we enjoy them as we did as kids. Like, well, the explosions and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the Jamie Lee Curtis getting taken out of the limo through the moon. Like, I think that a lot of that was practical, and you've got Bill Paxton in there.
I tell you, he's best on ground already.
Yeah, I think he is too. Got Tom Arnold playing the comedic foil to Arnie.
Yeah. Even the bad guys are pretty good.
Yeah, look, I'll say a 3.8.
I'll stay with 4. I got a feeling.
Okay.
I got a feeling.
I was just going to do that too.
That's good.
He's good.
All right, then. Keys, kick us off. It's Monday and he's still smoking cigars and drinking scotch.
We've had very little way in the way of pushback from him recently. We sort of go, hey, Johnny, get it going, and bang, straight away.
I think we broke him in.
I think it's taken 100 episodes, but I think
broke him in. He was a wild horse.
He was.
And we fenced him in.
He's, used to wilder pastures.
I think the free scotch and the stogies are keep him mellowed.
What do you think happens when we turn to filming our episodes and we actually can't get him into the shot?
I think he's one of those silent performers.
All right, he's happy sitting in the corner.
He is, yeah.
Okay. Thanks everyone for listening. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. We up until now just been ticking off fucking late 70s and early 80s bangers. So we're actually heading back into the 90s for a brief period now.
It is, yeah, and action bangers. So
yes,
out of the horror, into the action.
Yes.
Leave
us a rating, leave us a review. It does help us out. If you know someone who might like to listen to us and share an episode, you can drop us a line by email at themovietroopod@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Check out our topic episodes that drop every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, and they're getting good. They're getting big.
They are getting big. I've got a good one lined up for you next too. You can, like I said, I'm just fucking rambling now. You got anything else?
I got nothing, man.
The sickness has got to me.
Oh yeah.
Come and climb the movie tree with us again next week when we go back to Arnie. And I might actually do a tally on how many Arnie movies we've now done.
They're good. They are good.
Good value.
Yeah. Adios, devil incarnates.
How do you know that they're the devils?
Because they've said nothing for 15 years and done nothing. Devil incarnate. Who doesn't talk for 15 years?
Confirmed.
The devil. Adios, bitches.